Welcome back to the video, guys. You know it's your boy Rick. So from your city view, you know I'm outside shooting this video for you guys. So thanks to one of the supporters on my channel, they've been asking about this video and I kept putting it off. So guess what, it's time for that video. So this video is about what's in my toolbox, what do I use in my everyday doing the trade. And so without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So starting off with my everyday carry, my side carry pouch that I put onto my side over my belt. So this is what I use every day. These are the tools I use every day. So first off, I got my wire strippers. Alrighty. Secondly, you need a pair of Phillips head screwdriver and also flatheads. Then we're moving on to my square head screwdriver. So this is for when I need to take the panel covers off if it has a head like this, or if I need to remove a wire from a breaker and such. All right, moving on to my stubby screwdriver. Listen, love this screwdriver. I featured it in one of the videos already, and I tell you guys how important this screwdriver is to me. All right, moving on again. Next, I have my dikes. Some call it side cutters, but I call it my dikes. That's what I know it for. Next come big boy. That's my pliers right here. I have had these pliers for years. I'm not ready to let go of it as yet, even though we have a little bit of nicks on it and all of that stuff. But guess what? I love these pliers. And the next thing in my side carry pouch is a level. So remember, guys, whenever you're doing your receptacle covers and all of that stuff, remember these customers want their stuff to be plumb and straight as ever. Alrighty, so let's keep moving on, guys. Up next, guys, is my Allen key set, which I believe every electrician should have one of this. So if you don't have one in your tool bag as yet, please do so, because you can use these for various stuff. You can use them in your panels when you're terminating your wires underneath your breakers or your lugs. So you should have one of these guys. Next up, a pair of tin snips. Everybody should have one of these. Every electrician should have one of these. So if you run into an issue where you have to cut a piece of metal stud, this is where you need this for. All right, up next, I have my big beating screwdriver. So I use this for mostly taking off lock nuts, anything that's, you know, that's hard to come off. This is what I use this beating screwdriver for. So let's move forward, guys. All right, up next on the list, we have our headlights. So headlight is important when you're in a low visibility area where there is low lighting or there's no lighting. So that's when you use your headlight. All right, next on the list, guys, I have my plug-in voltage tester right here, made by Klein Tools. As I say, I love Klein products. So too bad, you know, Home Depot is slowly, you know, getting rid of Klein's, and they're moving towards Milwaukee right now. So that's it. So basically how this works, guys, you have a green light that indicates that the circuit is wired correctly or the receptacle is wired correctly. If you have a red light, it's either a neutral fault or a ground fault most of the times. All right, next on that list, guys, I have my Milwaukee circuit finder. So what I use this to do, guys, whenever I'm, you know, working in a panel, say for instance I don't know what circuit goes to what room, so this is what you use to figure that out. So it's similar to this right here, guys. Both of them does the same thing, because if you look at the indicator down here, it tells you that once you have 2 yellow lights on it, the wiring is correct. So basically it does the same thing. So now what I do, I plug this in a receptacle Then I go to the breaker box, and I run this down, and it's gonna, you know, go off and tell me that, hey, this is the circuit I'm looking for. So this is how this works, guys. So, all right, next on the list, guys, we have the big tools coming out now. So this is my hammer drill, Milwaukee, of course. And you need a hammer drill to, you know, drill into concrete. You're using your top cons. This is what you use this for. All right, so next on the list, I have his younger brother, which is your impact driver. So you use this to do various stuff, guys. A lot of stuff you can use this to do. You can, you know, drive a screw into a drywall, drive a screw into a wood, etc., etc. All right, self-explanatory, guys. And next on the list, guys, we have our sawzall, which they call it your reciprocating saw. And yes, I have mix and match tools because I had these tools, you know, at first. I started buying DeWalt at first, and then, you know, I'm slowly transitioning over to Milwaukee. But, you know, I still keeping my tools. They still work, they function properly, so, you know, why get rid of them? But yeah, a reciprocating saw is an everyday use also. So next on the list, guys, I have his younger brother again, which is my isolating saw, which I call it my multi-tool. So I use this to cut various of stuff. You can use it to cut wood. It's gonna cut a little bit slow though, guys, but normally I use it to cut my drywalls if I have to, you know, install a box or install whatever on the wall. So this is what I use. So next on the list, I have my bandsaw. So as I said, guys, you use this to cut various of stuff also. You can cut a 2-inch pipe, you can cut a piece of unistrut, you can cut EMT pipe, RMC, and so on and so forth. So, you know, this has a name for itself, and the brand is DeWalt again. So yeah, I do have a few DeWalt tools. And so next on the list, guys, I'm going small again. This is small, but it does a big job. So what I use this to do, I call this my chain puller. So this is what you use if you're installing say a chandelier fixture, and it has those, you know, those chain links that you use. So this is what you use to release those chains, instead of using a channel lock and something else to pull that chain. So now you're damaging the chain, and you're gonna leave a lot of scratches and scrapes on the chain. So this is what you use to release that chain. All right, guys, so very important to keep this, guys. Next on the list, guys, and I think this is very important, you know, every electrician should have one. If you don't have one, shame on you. So this is my multimeter. So you have various stuff that you can do on your multimeter, guys. You can check continuity, you can check AC voltage, you can check DC voltage. You can also do an amp probe on this one that I have, guys. All right, so yeah, so very important to have one of these, guys. Very, very, very important. And last but not least on the list, guys, I have my voltage tester. Some call it voltage tester, some call it a wiggy. I call it a voltage tester. So yeah, every electrician needs one of this also. You know, it doesn't do nothing that significant, guys, but it, you know, it senses the presence of, you know, voltage in, you know, in and around your surrounding. So if you want to test a wire, if you have voltage on the wire or whatever, guys, this is what you use to do it. And it's made by what? Klein Tools again. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time out to view this video. And again, guys, I appreciate you guys, the love and support you're giving me. And thanks again to that supporter that wanted what's in my toolbox video. So I have a lot more tools, guys, but you know, obviously I can't show everything on the camera right now. I have some big tools, some small tools, but yeah, anyways, that's just a little bit of the tools that I have. So again, thanks for watching the video, and remember guys, like, share and subscribe, and guess what, I'm out.